The Tyler Robinson interrogation room is the most photoshopped mess I have ever seen. Why? Because they don't want you to know that Tyler Robinson was actually the one who brought in these text messages. Notice how there's a desk in the background here? Well, if you look really closely at this picture, you can see Tyler Robinson's gray chucks photoshopped out in the background. As you can see right here, they left remnants of the desk. Seriously, what is this supposed to be? Make sure y'all have your brightness turned all the way up because some of this stuff is hard to see. Now, if you put the ruler up at 51 degrees, which is what everything seems to try and be at that angle in this room, you will see that not only does part of the table literally curve over, but you can see what looks to be a table leg in the background right here. And if you try to connect that leg to this table, oh look, it doesn't make sense. There's still more table. What it does seem to line up with is this random brown streak on the wall. Even here, look at the door frame. I put a ruler up and down and look how much it curves. Why? Because they were trying to trick you into thinking that this room is smaller than what it was. Because if you go along the trim over here on the left side of the room, oh look, it doesn't line up with the angle. Even if you go from the bottom, look, it's not consistent in the angle. And unless y'all are trying to tell me that they have fisheye lenses in this interrogation room, don't even try to say it's just a camera thing. Now look at the trim on this black, I don't know, sound dampener, whatever it's supposed to be. Look, it is not lining up. Same with the back of the couch here. And speaking of the back of the couch, where did the shadows go? Where did the shadows go? Where did the back of the couch go? Because look, what the actual F is this? Why is there no backing to this side of the couch? It's supposed to just be a free floating cushion? Look at the arm of the couch. I lined that up perfectly. So the other side of the couch arm should hit right about here, but it's not. Meaning for this couch to make any logical sense, it would have had to have been pulled out from the wall and at an angle towards the camera. Now I want y'all to notice, if you look really closely, you see something nice and shiny right there, right? Look right there. Also some shiny metal object. And if you look really closely, it looks like there used to be something blue right here that has been blurred out to try and match the floor. Well, perhaps that's because in this picture of one of Tyler Robinson's text messages is a blue shiny chair right there. Again, if you look in the background of one of the text message pictures, you can see what looks to be that same blue trim and possibly, once again, Tyler Robinson's blue chucks. And if you compare the coloring of this artifact with the desk, boy, they do look similar, don't they? And then I just found something new when I was reviewing the video of when he's coming in with those gray chucks on, right? Now, once he gets in the room, watch what happens right here as they pause. Look at that. Looks to be someone wearing light colored chucks, possibly gray. Let me just ask y'all, all my true crime people out there, when was the last time you saw somebody who is admitting to an assassination be taken into a room that has blankets, pillows, and a couch? Not to mention magazines? Magazines. It is a crucial interrogation technique to just let someone sit in a room with nothing to distract them so that they just stew in it. This isn't a doctor's office waiting room, y'all. And did anybody else question the fact that they never showed Tyler Robinson's face in this little clip they played? And why would the camera only be showing part of the room? This room goes back much farther than they want you to think. I lined up all of these outlets. I don't even know what these are supposed to be, but I did the exact same angle down here. And look at that. Look at the difference. So I believe that this was a chair and then this was pushed up against a desk that went all along this wall. Well, let's not forget the little detail that according to their own angles, if it was to connect right here at the wall, why can't we see the trim? Why can't we see the trim down here? Tyler never turned himself in. Tyler